Welcome to the On-Location Evac webinar. Today we're going to cover the Evac application. There are some prerequisites before you can begin. You will have to have administrator rights to create a chief fire warden, which we call a manager, and to create deputy fire wardens, which we call assistants. Also, it is a good idea to have your automation occupancy set to sign out visitors, employees and contractors once your business has closed. If you are a 24/7 site, this will not apply. From the home screen, let's have a look at automation. Go to Location, Automation and Occupancy. You can see here we have auto sign out for visitors at 7 p.m, auto sign out for contractors at 7 p.m, and auto sign out for employees at 10 p.m. We often receive help desk tickets reporting that when they look at the wall evac report, they have visitors and or contractors on site that are not on site. This is due to the fact that they have not signed out. By setting this field up, you will eliminate that problem. Let's have a look at adding managers and assistants to the wall evac. Go to Location, go to On Evac. You can see here we have no manager or assistants. Now, we recommend that when you create your managers and assistants, that you only have one manager, that is the chief fire warden, create the evac event. If you have two managers, chief fire wardens, create the same event, you will be running off two roll calls. Let me explain what I mean by roll call. Manager 1 creates event 1. Manager 2 creates event 2. Manager 1 signs off Mark Smith as being verified from event 1, but Manager 2, who created event 2, will still see that Mark Smith has not been verified, as there are two separate events. You can have as many assistants, deputy fire wardens, as you would like at the event, but only one chief fire warden should create the event. Let's have a look at adding a chief fire warden and adding a deputy. As I have said before, you must have a mobile phone and you must have access to your work email on that mobile phone. Moving to add on evac user, we can see we have the manager and the assistant. You also have learn more. When we click on learn more, you can see that the On Evac manager can create and close On Evac events. But you can also see that the assistant can only join the existing events. So the difference is that the manager creates the event and closes the event. The assistant will join the event. To be a manager, you must be an employee of the location. Also, to be an assistant, you must be an employee of the location. Go to the drop-down menu and we're going to select Alan. We are now going to add Alan. Alan has now been added as a manager or chief fire warden. You can see we have the On Evac code and we must send this now to Alan, which will be sent via an email. We can send it from here. We can tick the box, go to Run Action, and also send the code from here. As you can see, the code has been sent. Now we will check Alan's email. As you can see now, we are in Alan's email and the code has been sent. Opening the email, we can see here the link. You can also see the code. Matches the code. Clicking on the link, you now see the evacuation app has now opened. Although it's not an app, it's actually a website. So let's make it an app. First of all, I'll demonstrate by closing the page. You can see there is no app. We'll open the page again. We'll come up to the square with the arrow, tap it, And you now see we have what will become the icon on the desktop for the app. Scrolling up, you can now see the various options. We keep scrolling up till we see Add to Home Screen. Tap on Add to Home Screen. Give it a name. We'll leave it as On Evac. Tap Add. And you can now see that the On Evac app has been added, or an icon. Tap the icon. And we are now ready to create an event. But first of all, we'll add an assistant. Click Add On Evac User. Click Assistant, go to the menu for the employees, and we'll add Chloe. Add Employee. Chloe is now an assistant. Alan is still the manager, yet Chloe does not receive a code. There is no need to send Chloe any notification. When Alan creates an event, Chloe, the assistant, shall receive an email in her work email address. Again, this is why it is important that you have access to your work email on your mobile phone. Now looking at Alan's phone, we can tap the On Event, and this will create an event. You can see now we have the location, which is the coffee house. Tap the coffee house, and we can see the zones. We have all zones, apartments, back of house, and main restaurant. If we click all zones, all three will be selected. We can click one or more zones separately. But for this event, we're going to click all zones. Now we'll click Create Event. You can now see that the event has been created. Now we'll check Chloe's email to see if she received the event. First of all, we can see that Chloe received an SMS. The SMS says On Evac Alert, check your email. Going to Chloe's email to check, we can now see that the email has been sent. Clicking on the email, we can see the event. Click on the event, and you can now see you have the coffee house. Click on coffee house, and here you can see Chloe can only join the event. Chloe cannot create the event or close the event. Click on Join Event, and Chloe now has the same screen as Alan. As you can see, the roll call here with 11 all on site, 5 employees on site, none working remotely, none working off site, 3 visitors, 3 contractors, someone requires assistance, and 3 zones to clear. Now we'll check Alan's phone. Checking Alan's phone, we can see the same result. 11, 5, none, none, 3, 3, 1, and 3. You can see you have the selection down here with the summary screen, which we're looking at now. Notices, SMS verify, and to leave and close the event. Checking that this is Alan's phone, we'll tap on the X. As you can see, Alan can leave the event and also close the event. This is the Chief Fire Warden. Scrolling down, you can see the zones to clear and people verified, no percentage. If we check notices, you can see when Alan joined the event. You also have the ability to send SMSs to your assistants. You could send a message saying something like assistance required at level 1 or back of house, and then that would be sent out to the assistants. One of the assistants or more would then reply back. You can see here we have the SMS verify, and what we have here is the ability to send an SMS asking if a group of people are safe. Again, we can select all, break it down to employees on-site only, working remotely, off-site only, visitors, and contractors. If we were to select just visitors, we could send a message by going send, and we need the reply to be the word safe. It can be in uppercase or lowercase, but it must only be the word safe, S-A-F-E. If the visitor replies with I am safe, what will happen is that you will still have to go back into the roll call list and mark them off. If the visitor replies with just the word safe, S-A-F-E, they will automatically be verified off the roll call list. Let's return to the summary screen. Now, if we have a look at all on site, we can see not verified 11, verified 0. We have the various names. We can scroll down the screen until we get to the bottom. Now, we could start verifying the people off using this method, or we can return back and verify people off via employees on site only, visitors only, contractors only, or clear zones. If we have a look at the employees on site, we can see here we only have the 5 employees. Going back, we can look at the visitors. We can see we have Bill, Mark, and Mary. Going back, we can have a look at the assistant required. Now we know it's Mary White. So Mary is one of the visitors and she will require assistance during the evacuation. Let's start verifying everyone. Go to all. I can see Bob in front of me. I swipe to the left and I verify. Bob has now been verified. We can go to the verified list and there's Bob. Come back to not verified. We'll verify Bonnie. Swipe to the left. Verify. We are now trying to locate Bill Knight. We can't find Bill, so we swipe to the left and you see the phone icon. This gives us access to Bill's phone number directly. No need to search through books or emails. The phone number is there. We click on it and we can then contact Bill. Now let's check the front screen. We can see 3 people have been verified. 1 is an employee, 1 is a visitor, and 1 is a contractor. 27% of people verified. And let's check Chloe's screen. Double checking that this is Alan's screen. We can confirm it's Alan's screen because only the manager can close the event. Looking at Chloe's screen, we can see again the same. 3 people have been verified, 1 employee, 1 visitor, 1 contractor. Checking that it's Chloe's screen, the assistant, we can see it is, because only Chloe can leave the event, not close the event. Now from Chloe's screen, we'll mark the rest of the people off. Coming up to all, we can see Alan the manager, Chief Fire Warden, Chloe the assistant, Deputy Warden. We mark Colin off now, swiping to the left, verified. Now we mark Mark off, verified. And we realize that Colin wasn't actually Colin. Colin was actually Noah. We go back to the verified list. We select Colin again, swiping to the left. We select not. And as you can see, when we go back to the not verified list, Colin is back. We then go down to Noah, swipe to the left and verify Noah off. Verify Sam, Mary, Mark, Colin. As this is Chloe's phone, I will mark Chloe off. Returning to the manager's phone, I will now mark Chloe off, swiping to the left, verified, and then I will verify myself off. Verified. 11 verified. Go to not verified. We can now close the event. Click on leave event and close the event. We can now see the last 5 events. Scrolling down. To today's event, 100%. Now let's take a look at reporting. Moving up to reporting, going to on Evac reports. Clicking the arrow down to bring up the latest event. We can see here the 11th created at 14:39. It is closed, 11 out of 11, safe, 100%. Total time taken 12 minutes 56 seconds. Let's view the report. When we view the report, we can see 100% of employees on site, 100% of visitors, 100% of contractors. We have the ability to create a PDF report. We can see when the event was created, date and time, created by, closed, duration 12 minutes 56 seconds. Hover over the 2 verified and we can see it's Alan and Chloe. We can see we've got view people, view zones, view notices, view logs. We can scroll down and we can see the people that were verified off. The names, where they're from, the mobile numbers, the verified safe, person type, employee, visitor, contractor, status on site, zones, assistance required. We can see there was only one and that was Mary. Notified via SMS, not required. You can see we have 2 pages. There are 11 people. If we go to the drop down menu, change it from 10 to 20, we can now see all 11 people. You also have the view columns where you can select what you want. You can have assistance required or take it off. You can have from, we can remove that. You can select however you want your report to show. You also have the saved views over here, my default view, saved views, delete saved views, and save current views. We have the view zones. None were to be verified off, as we verified the people off one at a time. We can view the notices. You can see who created it, the verifier, the notice type, joined, left, and closed. We can then view all logs. Again, come down here. You can see when they joined, left, the person, who it was. We can view the columns more, look for the person, and now we can actually see who was verified by who. Person verified. We can see here Colin White, he was verified, then unverified, then re-verified. And that's how the Wall app works. Just to recap, you must have access to a mobile phone, and all assistants must have access to their work email on that mobile phone. Regarding the manager, Chief Fire Warden, you can have as many Chief Fire Wardens as you want, as long as only one Chief Fire Warden creates the event. This will cover all shifts, and in the event that the Chief Fire Warden may be ill or on leave, you'll have a backup. Keeping in mind you can have as many assistants, Deputy Fire Wardens, as you require, because they cannot close the event or create the event.